Alright fellas, what's up? This is werdism Pro. I'm gonna show you a couple things and tell you a couple tips and tricks. First off, I'm gonna explain to you how to do a drop shot and how you can get up quickly from prone. As you know, there's a couple second, like a 2-second delay when you prone, and there's a 2-second delay when you get up. And there's a way to drop shot. What you have to do is you have to jump and press Z, or whatever your prone key is, right before you hit the ground, and you have to scope in at the same time. So I'll show that off quick. And you're instantly down, right? You saw the delay that was instant. You can drop shot like that and shoot. I wouldn't suggest doing it in combat till you're used to it, because if you mess it up, you might get, go into prone, then you'll die, yada yada. And as you saw, you see how the get up animation is, but if you click control twice, you have to right click, you have to like scope in and click control twice, whatever your stand up key is, and you'll instantly get up. See? Just like that. I'll do it one more time. Down and instantly up. And you saw the animation was before otherwise. So it's actually a decent trick. So those are the combat tricks. Now, here at Wolfpine and in Misty Vale, there are buildings called Billboard. That's what it's commonly known as. And I'm sure a lot of you know of this glitch. In between the generators up top, you can basically prone in between them. And if you scope in, sometimes you don't even have to scope in. Certain areas you can just look around. You can see right through the walls. You can see all of Misty Vale and pretty much all of Wolfpine, besides certain spots that are behind, other buildings and whatnot. I don't know if it's bannable. I used it at first, but I stopped because I really don't want to get, banned for it. I think someone said Artemis said they're not banning for it, but I'd be careful doing it because it is bullshit. You can see the stairs, you can see everything, so you can mess with that. If you want to see a video on that, go look one up. I'm not going to show it off on my stream. Other than that, early in the mornings, you can find really low pop servers. This is for looting. And, like a 5-man server, and you can time out the timers. I wouldn't suggest going to a high pop to farm loot unless you're in a group and you want to do PvP as well. But there's a site called shatteredskiestimers.com. I'll put the link in the info. You can go there and it has the whole map on it, right? And you can put like a ticker there, like a little flag, and you can set a timer for it. So say you come up and you see one that's at 20 minutes, you can tick it and it'll come up as ready. It bugged for me, so I'd have to click on the waypoint and then it would show the time it came up. I just put in the designated time for it. But the site should work. I don't know, I haven't been on it in like a week or two. But if you want to use that, you can. I suggest having a second monitor so you don't have to alt tab out right to your same monitor. And plus this game's a little buggy with the alt tab. It doesn't fully like close the game. But yeah, the timer's on every single place. It's 2 hours, and then your uplinks and your blockades are 45 minutes. So yeah, there's different timers for different things. Everything now has crates besides Dave's Diesel Stop, Greenfern Gas Station, Heaven's Pass, White Rock Creek. I think that's it. Those do not have crates. And Wolfpine. No, Wolfpine has one. What am I talking about? That does have one. But White Rock Creek, Greenfern Gas Station, Heaven's Pass, and Dave's Diesel Shop do not. They just recently added Pat's Repair and Mel's Grain Farm, so they both have crates. They might in the future. I think Heaven's Pass could use one. And White Rock would be nice too. They'll probably end up adding them in the future. So yeah, there you go with the timers. A lot of people will cycle timers. So when you're out somewhere and you see something at like 2 minutes and you're camping it, just be wary of people cycling the times. I've had happen to me. Comes up within 2 seconds, I'm on it looting it, and someone comes up behind me. Gotta watch out for that kind of stuff. So there's some looting tips. It's pretty much common sense, but that site's cool. There's also crate sites. If you don't know the crates, basically all of them have one crate. Adam's Scrapyard has 2, I believe, or Jay's Resort has 2. Misty has 5. Sneaky Devilsburg has 2, I believe, and Summoner's Airfield has 3. The rest are pretty much 1. That might change in the future. I don't know. You can look up crate sites. That's how I learned them. It shows exactly where they're at, detailed descriptions, like up close on the maps and stuff. It's really nice to find out where they're all at and memorize them. So gives you a decent advantage when you're looting. I've seen people loot 2 or 3 crates in Misty and not hit the other 2, and I still hear people say, "Oh, there's 3 crates in Misty, right? There's 5." I'm not going to explain exactly where. Well, in Misty Vale, there's 2 in construction, 1 in the cop shop. There's 1 in the broken building. It's really has a lot of holes in it, and then the 5th is in Helo or helicopter or embassy, whatever you want to call it, which is here. Then the other 3 are here, and then your 5th one should be over this way, somewhere in that vicinity. But yeah, those sites have a detailed description and everything else. So okay, I detailed some combat action, some looting, and the gun-wise, it's all preference. A lot of people don't like the AK because of the spread and whatnot, but I guess if you have a higher tier one, like an Elite, Spec Ops Elite, or Legendary, of course, the spread's less, so it's a lot better. Damage is higher, but the accuracy is just shit. A lot of people prefer M4Ss or Wolfstroms. Wolfstroms, for me, are nice for medium range to long range. M4Ss are just good all around, I would say. AKs are good close range to medium range. You can set it to 1-tap. Wolfstrom AKs you can set to 1-tap or full auto. So if you want to use the range, a lot of people use the 1-tap because it's so inaccurate with full auto. But I mean, if you're close enough, you can spray people the fuck down. The M4S is just full auto, but it's pretty accurate. It's more accurate than the AKS. The Wolfstrom is pretty much, it's probably the most accurate, but you only have triple burst. You have to pull down with it. As you can see, it's still inaccurate regardless, but you can switch it to 1-tap too, which a lot of players do. See, even like after your 3rd shot, it just goes haywire, so you gotta time your shots unless you're close. But if you're long range, you know, use 1-tap. If you're closer and you're gonna hip fire, it's a little nicer, but you can still spray the single tap pretty quick. I'm not gonna go over secondaries, not too much anyways. I prefer the Bison, obviously, because of the clip size. It's probably the biggest clip size on any secondary. And then the HSE. And then you got the ELX, which can shred too. I'm not a big fan of the Cobra. The reload time's quick. I guess it's like a Mac 10. But it only has a 10-round clip in it. I'm not a fan of that. That's really it. You know, your pistols, self-explanatory. That's basically it. The armor differentials and the weapon grades. I mean, it's all common sense. You guys should know that. But if you have any other tips, you know, put it in the comments section. That's all I can really think of. Obviously, you got your left and right side switcher. Your first person, which I normally always use 3rd. Sometimes if like I'm up close in a building, I'll switch to 1st. A lot of really good players say they do this. I guess you don't have as much clutter, even though the guns are huge in this game. And I've also heard of some top players saying, like, when you have a high tier legendary, like, if someone's within 10 meters of you, always hit fire. You know, don't ever go first person or scope in, because it'll just shred. I don't know exactly how many players do that. I don't really watch the top streamers much. But that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching.